Good evening and welcome to Impact Real TV. Welcome to something in need for you. Um, I know it's been a while. And I sincerely apologize for not being on for some time. It was due to circumstances, as they often say, beyond my control. It's got to do with the internet and the part of the world that I am at the moment, and the unreliability of power as well. So, but whatever it is, we thank God for a new day. We thank God for a new life. And as I love to say most times, I just want to seek your indulgence by appealing to you to Impact Real TV on YouTube or on Facebook. You can also encourage your friends and family to subscribe as well, because on day like this, there is always something in need for you, something that can be a blessing to you, a blessing to your friends and family. Now somebody will have something to learn, something that can basically make a difference in the journey of their life. And I want you to understand something, that as long as you live, there is something for you to learn. And the day you stop learning is the day you're dead, So, knowledge, I do not know it all, and I want to assure you that in failure, I have failed in the past. In taking wrong decisions, I have. Am I at the level that I so much desired, anticipated to be? The answer is no. But am I better than so many people? The answer is absolutely yes. Has God been so good to me? The answer is yes. But can he still do better? Yes, of course. But you see, in life, you have to learn some things that makes you a failure. The elder said that when a child runs and falls, he will get up and keep running. But when an adult falls, he will get up, look at what made him to fall, and try to do something about it, or to avoid it. So life is about race. And what you learn along the line will shape your life, will shape your story, will shape your destiny. And that's why I love what the writer of Proverbs, what he said when he wrote Proverbs, and he dedicated it to his son. And he said, "Listen to me, my son. Learn these lessons so that your life will not be the same like mine." You learn from my mistakes, learn from my foolishness, and also learn from my wisdom. You can imagine that the Bible describes Solomon as an encyclopedia of wisdom, but he also recognized his failure, and he encouraged his listeners to learn from me. So I want to say this to you tonight, and that's what I'm going to talk about tonight. And it's pretty simple. Honor begets honor. Honor begets honor. You see, there comes in our life, in the journey of our life, where we need to face circumstances. There comes in the joy certain issues of life. And in the process, I believe there are lessons for you to learn. And that's why last week I did talk about lessons to learn from other people's life. But today I want to look at it from a different perspective. And the perspective is that honor begets honor. If you honor God, He will honor you. If you honor men, men too will honor you. So that brings to a point that honor is essential. Honor is essential. If you want people to honor you, you have to be someone that can honor other people. You can never be master of all. There's a limit to what you know. But there are people that know more than what you know. And that is the more reason that you need to bear in mind that the life that we have, that we know something, as a matter of fact, that we know in part. You know a bit, I know a bit, everyone knows a bit. So when we put all what we know together, those are the things that make people's life much better. So, I look at the story of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and you discover that in the journey of life, you are bound to face challenges. There are some challenges, you may not look for them, but they will look for you. Some challenges you may not be responsible, but one way or the other they will come your way. But if it does come your way, what do? You're going to run away from it. Running away from it doesn't really make any difference. But what it means is that you have to face your fears. You have to take a stand. You have to confront it. You see, what Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the scripture, according to Daniel chapter 3, what they did was to take a risk. They risked their lives. They refused to bow down to King Nebuchadnezzar. The idol they put together that they need to bow down, they refused. They honor God, and God too honor them. I want you to look at it from that angle. Those three Hebrew, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, decided to honor God, even in the midst of their difficulties, even in the midst of their challenges. No, to whom honor is due. When you need honor, honor too will come to you. But if you are in a business of disrespecting people, one of the things you will get is this: others coming behind you too will disrespect you. You cannot harvest where you do not sow. Galatians chapter 6 verse 7 and 8, very clear. Say, what a man sow, you will harvest. I want you to see the life of these three Hebrew at the time. They were asked to bow down to Nebuchadnezzar's idol, but they refused. They refused. They did exactly what their fellow compatriot Daniel did. But they choose instead to honor God. Are you, because of what you're going to eat, what somebody promises you, that you now dishonor God? No integrity. You lie against people because of temporary, pleasure. You sold your birthright like Esau. You cannot be trusted. Nothing can be entrusted in your care. You see, these three Hebrews had a choice. Because of their nationality, they could say, oh, we want the passport of this nation. You want the American passport, the British passport, the European passport, the Canadian, Australia, the New Zealand passport, so that you can create a better future or life for yourself. And for that reason, you're ready to betray, dishonor, denied the same God who brought you to that level, the same God who has been working behind the scene to strategically position you to where you are. That all that He needed from you at that moment is your faithfulness, the genuineness. That's all He requires. So the three Hebrews were in that situation too. They could have choosing to dishonor God so that they can save their lives, but they opted for the difficult situation, the difficult proposal on ground. They opted for that difficult time, knowing fully well that this one they opted for may likely cost their lives. And they said, we would rather die than to honor the idol of Nebuchadnezzar. So they honored the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords. What do you make to be God? Your husband, your wife, your pastor, your governor, your president, or perhaps money, or women, men, drugs, alcohol. What is it that become God in your life? Whatever become God in your life is what is going to rule your life and what is going to run your life. But if you, in the process, you dishonor God, how will you be able to turn to God and say, God, I need your help now. Come to my rescue. The officer you dishonor, how will you be able to go back to that officer, the doctor, the nurses, the gate man, the security guy, the driver, the house help that you dishonor? How will it be able to give you honor? I've talked about the story of Naaman, a general in the army who has a very strong connection with the king, but he had a disease. It's a popular, biblical story. In spite of his wealth, in spite of his connection and his power, he carried that disease. Now, there's a maid attached to his wife who knows someone that can heal him. Who knows someone that can heal him? What if in the course of the maid living with them, serving them, that Naaman have chosen to abuse the girl, dishonor her, disrespect her. Will a girl be able to tell Naaman that, look, I know a prophet in my hometown who can cure you? So that is an indication that your position do not give you the audacity to abuse people. Your title do not give you the audacity to look down on others. Neither does your intellect affirm that you are the most intelligent people in the world. No, you're not. Trust me, you're not. So, all I'm saying to someone today is, honor begets honor. When you honor men, men will honor you. When you disrespect people, you cannot get the best out of them. When you disrespect people, they will not be willing to go at length to make a sacrifice that could have saved your life. You see, I love the stage or the fact that the three Hebrews, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, said, look, we rather risk our lives. We will refuse to bow down to the idol of Nebuchadnezzar. They could have just said, oh, I will bow down outside, but when we get inside, we'll go and apologize. We'll go and ask for God's forgiveness. Eye service. The number of people who does that, they sing your praises in your presence, that you are the Messiah, you are everything. But the moment you turn your back, they will slaughter you, kill you behind. Great number of people does that too, that, oh, well, I can easily deny now, bow down, save my life, then go back to God and say, God, I am sorry. We did that because we want to save our life. Do you still believe in the saving grace? Do you still believe in the fact that in whatever you're going through, that God is able to save you? Have you come to a conclusion just the same way Daniel and the three Hebrews, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego came to a conclusion that whether God saved us or not, we will not dishonor him. We will obey him. And guess what happened? As I've said to you, honor begets honor. Then God too honored them. It is my prayer today that where it matters, may you be honored. May men and women of substance honor you with greater strength, greater grace, breakthrough. But always get something clear. If you dishonor God, he will dishonor you. No wonder Jesus said to God that, look, now the time has come. I honor you all my life. I obey you. I do your will. All that you have asked me to do, I have done them. I give you honor. When the devil tempted him, he refused to take the food. He refused to eat it. The question to you today is, how much will it cost you to betray your nation? How much will it cost you to betray your friends? How much will it cost you to betray people that really matters to you? I know, like everyone else, I listened to a scheme that somebody said, oh, if you're giving this X amount of millions, will you deny your country, Nigeria? And the next thing this person said that who Nigeria help? That will deny sharp. Another one said that, look, if you're giving 100 million and you also put aside your British passport or an American passport, they ask you to take either 100 million or you take American passport, 100 million you take British passport. And this person said the answer is obvious. He will rather take either British or American passport, that because he knows he can also make million. But the condition is that once you take one, you can no longer come back to Nigeria. And he said, who Nigeria help? So in other words, there is a price for you to betray your nation. And anyone that betrayed their nation, they will betray their family, they will betray their friends. And when you betray your friends, you can betray anyone. You can betray anyone. No one is safe with you as long as the price is right. But in this situation, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they opted for the most difficult choice. They honor God. Honoring God means they bow down to the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, but they refuse to bow down to Nebuchadnezzar. It's money, the Nebuchadnezzar of your life, that is taking you away, making you to behave in a way that do not bring glory to yourself, to your family, to people around you, to the point that you cannot even be trusted. The integrity is out. You have no honor, you have no respect. Nobody have honor or respect for you. Because if you do not respect those who are behind you, they don't expect those ahead of you to respect you, to honor you. Your title do not give you the audacity to manipulate people, to disrespect them, to dishonor them. Your title do not give you that. And that's what I want us to take away today. Because these three Hebrews refused to dishonor God. And when the time came for God to honor them, they became promoted. They became elevated. Even the king himself bowed down before them. Even the king praised their God with them. Be the God who sent his angel and delivered his servants who trusted in him. So, there is no other God who can deliver like this. There is no other God who can deliver like this. Then the king promoted Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the province of Babylon. He promoted them. So let me tell you finally, by honoring God today, you are positioning yourself to bless you and to honor you. When you honor God, you are strategically positioning yourself, locating yourself for a position of honor, a position of blessing. Because those who honor him, they become honored. They cannot be looked down upon. And that's why you need to be very careful that never dishonor a man who honored God. Never disrespect a man who respect and honor God. Because God will fight on his behalf. And you may end up becoming the enemy that God needs to fight. Because this individual carried the grace of God. So by honoring God today, I say it again, you are positioning yourself for him to bless you and for him to honor you. No greater honor than the one that comes from God. And that's why you see in most nations, where you distinguish yourself, the authority of that nation honors you. When you distinguish yourself, even in your church, in your community, they honor you. Not the honor today that you have to spend money to obtain chieftaincy title, or even to obtain a ministerial title in the church, accolade, because you spend money. That is no longer honor. When a man honors God, honor will come to you. Blessing will come to you. And it will make nations to honor you. So I conclude by saying to you, beloved, honor begets honor. If you honor God where it matters, it will honor you. When you look at the scripture, you will see that God is a God that honor. When you honor him, he will honor you. And when you dishonor him, you become dishonored. Jesus made the same statement, that if you deny me in the presence of men, I will deny you in the presence of my Father in his kingdom. I will also deny you. But if you honor me, oh, I will honor you. I will honor you. And that's why Malachi said, if I'm a father to you, where is my honor? If God is your father, then honor him. Honor your father and your mother. Those who are put in position of authority and power before you, honor them. The government of the day, you have a duty to honor the government. Otherwise, the wrath of the government will come against you for disobedience. But when you honor, you position yourself for blessing. You position yourself for honor. Until such a time I come your way again, have a wonderful evening. May the Lord bless you. May you be honored. May you be highly favored. Help me to share this on your wall. Please subscribe to Impact Royal TV. Until such a time I come again, enjoy the rest of your evening, and God bless you.